Hi, welcome back. One of the most frequent issues I see with players, both amateur and pro level, is the lack of an available lane to the goal before they execute a shot. A lane to the goal is an open path between the player's execute position and the opponent's goal. It's critical if you want to score more that you have this. As the original champion of air hockey said, Jesse Dowdy, you can score one of two ways. Either you get the puck to the goal before the opponent can react and block it, or you get the opponent to move out of the way of your shot. What I'm suggesting about having a lane to the goal will help you score under both circumstances. An open lane increases your chances of developing a shot as a credible threat, something I talked about in another video. This enhances your ability to fool your opponent into reacting incorrectly on their blocks. Let's take a closer look. Your execute position is important to know. It's what your opponent keys in on. Your opponent knows when you can actually execute a powerful shot and when you can't. In this drift, it's clear that only when my wrist has pulled back can I actually power a shot toward the goal. The opponent understands this intuitively, and they know what areas on their goal are under threat as they watch my hand and arm and even my body positioning. Most everything that happens before I get to the execute position is virtually unimportant. My opponent knows that I can't hit a power right while under while my hand is in this position. So I need both an open lane and an execute position before my opponent's brain feels threatened. If I try to execute a shot before there is a lane to the goal, I'm most likely just going to hit the puck into my opponent's mallet or shoot a shot way too slow or obvious, allowing them an easy block. And if I'm not in an execute position, there's really nothing for my opponent to worry about. What we need to do is drift the puck and get into an execute position with open lanes to the goal, then shoot our shot. This allows us to implement time delays too. Time delay is the pause between our execute position and the actual shot. The beauty of it is that we decide when the shot happens. And if there is an open lane to the goal, our opponent is required to guess wisely when that will happen, because they need to move their mallet very quickly to a precise position to block. The more open the lane, the faster our opponent will need to react. With a wide open lane, a deceptive time delay, and a very powerful shot, it's virtually impossible to block without guessing or reading other tells we might be sending our opponent. So, drift, get into the execute position, obtain a lane to the goal, delay, shoot. In a perfect world, we'll have multiple lanes to the goal which we can hit from the same execute position. That's when we really start cooking on offense. Plus, once we start hitting those open lanes, we can push offense to the next level, making our opponent overreact and move out of the way of shots like over the mallets or off speeds or cuts. But for this puzzle to all come together in unison, we need to have the open lane to the goal. Thanks for joining me, and remember to like, subscribe, and share our videos. Air hockey is a small sport, but it doesn't have to be. Spread the word. See you next time.